Meanwhile, things were heating up under the tall pine where Mouth had so rudely intruded. Bill stopped eating, watching Mouth intently, and Doe and Goat filled the air with their bleats. With little to munch left on the ground, the oblivious Mouth began toothily scraping bark from the tree. A sudden attack from Bill interrupted the snacking. The irate Goat stood briefly on his hind legs before throwing himself down, head first, onto Mouth. Bill's horns impacted his rival's, driving his head sideways against the tree trunk with a muted clack and a spray of bark chips. Unhurt, Mouth stepped back, instantly ready to fight. He reared on his hind hooves, but before he could strike, Bill had also turned around and was preparing another headbutt. Mouth smashed into Bill a moment before the other goat struck back. The two ended up wrestling with their necks, their back-swept horns occasionally locking their heads together. They circled, reversing rotation as one gained the upper hand, then the other. Their cloven hooves kicked up dust, and the other goats backed away. Bill disengaged for a moment and found a limited amount of room to maneuver. He made to rear up again at Mouth, but it was a feint. His opponent followed suit, standing up and striking down at nothing. From the base of her own, smaller pine, Queen watched the fight with interest. After a moment spent feeling each other out, the males collided awkwardly and locked horns. Well-fed Mouth used his superior size to shove Bill backwards, away from the tree. The smaller goat broke free, and the two again jousted with competing headbutts. A clean, strong hit produced another loud, penetrating clack. Both animals seemed slightly stunned by this, but neither had yet grown tired or bored. Mouth stared at Bill sideways through the dark, horizontal slits of his pupils, and instinct told the hungry goat that his rival would attack again imminently. Before Mouth could prepare a parry, however, Bill was caught heavily on the flank by the rock-hard horns of Buck, who had angrily charged the dueling pair. Bested, the smaller goat found himself thrown to the ground by a single attack of Queen's dominant nephew. Mouth used the next crucial seconds to pointlessly scream.